I'm Judd Colors from Heritage Cattle Company. We have a Brahman, registered Brahman ranch in Hungerford, Texas. We raise both gray and red Brahman cattle.
Well, Judd, what is the best story you've heard about why Brahman cattle have a hump?
A lot of people that think that they were made to hold the hump while you ride on their backs.
Racing cattle?
Racing cattle.
That's a handle?
It's a handle.
And what's the first thing you pack before coming to Houston?
Underwear.
Underwear. And what's the most important thing you pack? Underwear? Okay, well that's Jose Vega from RB Ranch, Dilley, Texas. Isn't that right, Jose?
You bet.
Okay. What's the best story you've heard about why Brahman cattle have humps?
That they look like camels and they have water in it.
Okay, now what's the first thing you pack before coming to Houston?
My boots.
Your boots? What's the most important thing you pack before coming to Houston?
My boots.
Your boots. So it's the first thing and the most important thing.
Mike Phillips Brahman, Colburn, Oklahoma.
Now, Mike, what is the best story you've heard about why Brahman cattle have a hump?
Storing water.
What's the first thing you pack before coming to Houston?
The show box.
And what's the most important thing you pack to come to Houston?
My gun.
Lori Parks with Parks Brahmans, Princeton, Texas.
Ms. Parks, what is the best story you've heard about why Brahman cattle have a hump?
I heard it is the semen storage. Yep.
What if it's a cow?
It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, okay, we'll go on to the next question.
You know, only bulls have horns also.
Yeah, and floppy ears.
Yeah.
Now, what's the first thing you pack before coming to Houston?
First thing I packed coming to Houston was probably the tack.
And what's the most important thing you pack to come to Houston?
My clothes.
Your clothes.
My
Where are you from?
Pat Dillard, Marty Brahma, Savoy, Texas.
Miss Pat, what is the best story you've heard about why Brahman cattle have a hump?
I had a lady ask me day before yesterday if that was an airbag.
Miss Pat, what is the first thing you pack before coming to Houston?
My drawers.
Okay, now what is the most important thing you pack to come to Houston?
The trailer with the cattle in it.
Okay.
Danny Acevedo from Mission, Texas, and we own AA Ranch. We have a Brahman herd.
Danny, what is the best story you've heard about why Brahmans have humps?
They store water.
To store water. Now what's the first thing you pack before coming to Houston?
Feed.
Feed. All right, what's the most important thing you pack before coming to Houston?
The cattle.
The cattle. You can't come without cattle.
TJ Gibson.
And what's the name of your ranch, TJ?
TJ Gibson Ranch.
And where is it?
It's in Quinlan, Texas.
Well, TJ, what is the best story you've heard about why Brahman has a hump?
That we fill it up full of Kool-Aid.
That you fill it up full of Kool-Aid. Okay, and what is the first thing you packed on your way to Houston?
First thing I packed on the way to Houston was my cowboy hat.
And what's the most important thing you packed?
My cowboy boots.
All right, my name's Jimmy Chapman with Double C Bar Ranch from St. Cloud, Kenansville, Florida.
Well, Jimmy, what is the best story you've heard about why Brahman has a hump?
Probably the best is not what I've heard, but what I've said. When we were showing cattle, and we would get a lot of tourists in Florida coming through that had never been around Brahman cattle. And so we would tell them that just to make it interesting, we would always just tell them that there was a monkey in there and he had a zipper, and that was the way he kept flies off, because we have a lot of flies in Florida, and that monkey would unzip the hump, come out, eat the flies, then go back in and zip back up. And if they would wait around, they would see the monkey come out of the hump.
Jimmy, what is the first thing you packed before coming to Houston?
Jackets.
Jackets?
Jackets. It's I went online and saw how cold it was, and I packed heavier jackets than we wear at home.
And what's the most important thing you packed before coming to Houston?
Oh, by all means, underwear.
Underwear? All right. Good deal.
Patrick Cone.
And your operation?
Bennett Farms.
Where at?
Shooter, Louisiana.
Well, Pat, what is the best story you've heard about why Brahman has a hump?
Because that's what God gave him.
What's the first thing you pack before coming to Houston?
A cooking trailer.
So what's the most important thing you pack?
My food. Troy Tess, Sealy, Texas. Owner and operator of 4T Cattle Company.
Okay. Troy, what's the best story you've heard about why Brahman cattle have a hump?
The boys showed cattle. We told them all kinds of stories because we thought it was fun. We tell them they stored water in it. They were crossed with the camel. And you know, you have a lot of people around this area that have never seen a cow with a hump on. And they'll believe anything you tell them.
And what's the first thing you pack before coming to Houston?
I guess I have to say paperwork.
Paperwork.
Yeah.
For what?
Well, you have to get all your registration papers together and everything, and that's some of the most important things when you get down here. If you don't have it,
You can't get in.
you can't get in. You can't get through the front door if you don't have paperwork.
So that's the most important thing you packed also, right?
Well, I can't say most important. Most important might be the money, because it's going to take a little money to survive when you're down there. But,
Tom Oden, Oden Ranch, Marshall, Texas. Tom, what's the best story you've heard about why a Brahman has a hump?
That's where they carry their babies.
Okay. And what's the first thing you packed before coming to Houston?
A 6-pack of beer.
What's the most important thing you packed before coming to Houston?
Some drawers. Bob Rich Cattle Company, Bragg, Oklahoma.
All right, Bob. What's the best story you've heard about why a Brahman has a hump?
There's a little monkey up in there that every time it takes a poop, it comes out and wipes the rear and crawls back in. Kind of makes it handy for the show.
And what's the first thing you packed before coming to Houston?
I'd say the ice chest.
What'd you pack in the ice chest?
Cold beer.
What kind of cold beer,
Got a
Bob?
little Bud Light, come on.
Now, what's the most important thing you packed before coming to Houston?
Somebody to do all the work.
Who would that be?
That would be Brett.
Wait, Brad.
Jason Smith with Smith Brahmas from Maryland, Louisiana.
Jason, what is the best story you've heard about why a Brahman has a hump?
I guess to have a seat for a little one.
What's the first thing you packed before coming to Houston?
First thing I pack is the liquor.
What's the first thing you packed before coming to Houston?
First thing I pack is the liquor.
Good answer.
Most important thing you pack when coming to Houston?
Tylenol.